Here's how to keep your email subscribers engaged and buying with this simple 3-part proven email marketing strategy. Hey, I'm Jason, faith-based entrepreneur and marketing geek. Timestamps below, along with some other helpful links and resources, including a link to our funnel template pack that has our top converting funnel pages, email campaign, and of course, a course framework to help you go from idea to sales in just a few days. Now, when it comes to setting up your email campaigns, there are so many different sequences and strategies and advanced tags and timing we can do. But when you're just getting started and even scaling to 6 figures, you really don't need all that. There are just 3 basic sequences we need. We need a rapport sequence, a customer onboarding or welcome sequence, and then we need our oh so important broadcast sequence. I do really bad on that last one, but let's go through each one. So the first one we have is going to be our rapport sequence. And this is what someone will go through as soon as they join our email list, irrespective of the type of funnel or offer or newsletter they signed up for. And so this is just a 3 to 5 email sequence, giving them whatever it is they ask for if you use lead magnets to grow your email list. And then we immediately offer them something of value. So we offer them some sort of low ticket enrolling offer. We can go through exactly what that means in a little bit here. So that's what that sequence does. It has a specific purpose to deliver a lead magnet and then get someone to a sales message. Now, if someone purchases from you, this is going to be where your warm welcome sequence comes in. And again, this is just 3 to 5 simple emails to show some gratitude for them purchasing and then, of course, energize them to actually use the product. Especially if you sell digital products or you sell courses, it's actually incredibly hard to get people to use what they just bought. So we want to get them to use what they just purchased so they get value from it, which means whenever you have an offer in the future, they're more likely to purchase from you. More on that later. And then, of course, we also want to collect some testimonials. Now, the final one technically isn't a sequence because it just kind of goes on and on and on and never really ends. But that's going to be our broadcast sequence. So this is going to be where we're sending 2, 3, up to 5 emails a week. And these range all different types of topics and styles. But essentially, we're looking to stay engaged with our audience. And then every 3 to 5 emails, we make some sort of paid offer or offer another lead magnet that leads to a sales funnel for a paid offer. Now, irrespective of what your email marketing funnel or list growth strategy is, the first 3 to 5 emails are what we're going to call our rapport sequence. And so all we want to do here, no matter how they joined our email list or what for, we'll get to the actual emails in a moment. We want to empathize with whatever their current experiences are, positive or negative, expand on the dangers of not taking action. And that's not taking action to get the results that they want or overcome some roadblocks or struggles that they're currently facing. And this is important because we need to energize them to take action. And of course, the action being purchasing whatever your product or service is to get the results that they desire and overcome the roadblocks that they're struggling with. More on the email details in a moment. So here's a breakdown of how this actually plays out. The first email is going to be the free gift. So whatever we offered for free in exchange for them joining our email list, we got to send it to them, right? Just right off the bat, we need to build trust. They gave us their email address and they're like, I don't know, this might be another scammer who never gives me what I asked for, which is like 5 out of the other 10 times they've signed up. So we just need to give them what they asked for. And then emails 4 through 5 are actually going to drive traffic to whatever your sales message is. So email number 2, we're going to choose a big roadblock that's in their way, debunk some myths, show them that it might not be as big as they think, or the way to overcome it so they can enjoy the results they really care about is not as daunting as they think. Then email number 3, we're going to use a hero success story to empathize with whatever their current situation is and essentially say, hey, I was in the situation you are now, or I've had clients or coaching students who were in the situation and they were able to achieve the results that you are looking for, you being the email subscriber. I realize there's you and they, and okay, let's just move on. And then the final 2 emails in the sequence, of course, are going to be a little more overt and upfront that, hey, I've got something really cool that I think is going to help you. And that's just talking about benefits. And then, of course, going through a final energized call to action with email number 5. Now, I really like pairing this strategy with a countdown timer on the sales page. So I send it out over a 48 to 72 hour period. 72 is kind of long, but it just depends on the price point of the product. And again, all of these emails are designed to get people to go to the sales page, and the sales page is what does the heavy lifting of the sales, which sounds silly, but we are essentially in our emails selling them on reading the sales page, and then the sales page sells them on purchasing the offer. That might seem self-explanatory, but I have head coaching students in the past who have like an essay in their email, and you go, wow, no, 300 or 500 words max, right? We're just getting people to the sales page. And that's all we need to do with the rapport sequence. Now, hopefully after someone has just joined your email list or maybe been on your email list for a while, they've gone through a rapport building or email sequence, and they've actually purchased whatever it is that you were offering. And this welcome email sequence can essentially pick up wherever your sales emails left off. Of course, we do stop sending them sales emails and we send them this sequence instead. And so with this sequence, it's outside of whatever transactional emails like the receipts or the login info your membership site might send out. This is something that we're doing independent of all of those transactional emails. And so what we want to do here is energize people to actually take action and use whatever it is they just purchased, because this is going to be very important for our future sales. We want to, of course, empathize with any roadblocks that they're facing or any excuses that they might have for not actually using the product. And of course, we want to encourage them by letting them know success is right around the corner. They are on the right path to success. So here's a quick rundown of what this sequence would look like. Of course, we start with the warm welcome, where we're just telling people, hey, here's how to get all of your stuff. Now, whatever your system or software is for delivering products, it'll probably send, a receipt, it will send some login information. This email, this first one, essentially says, hey, check your inbox for all those other ones, because sometimes those transactional emails go to spam, or they just don't know that, you're using Kajabi or Systemi or ClickFunnels or, High Level or whatever else, Gumroad or Teachable. I'm running out of the ones to list out, whatever, software you're using to deliver your membership stuff. So we want to tell them, hey, go look for the transactional email to log in and get your access. So after that, of course, we want to encourage them to actually go through the product. We want to help them get over some excuses they may have to not actually using the product. And then, of course, we'll do a humble ask for feedback and get some testimonials. And then, of course, a sign off where we encourage them to keep going. Obviously, we're not going to have like a 20 email sequence here telling them, hey, did you use the product yet? Hey, did you use the product yet? Hey, did you use the product yet? Like that, it gets annoying after a while, right? So that's why we're only going to do 5 emails in this sequence. Now, whatever products or services you sell or sales funnel strategy that you're using, all roads lead to this, your broadcast sequence, your weekly or daily newsletter, right? So this is going to be a couple emails per week. It could be 2, 4, up to 5. Some people do 7, which is pretty crazy. But essentially, whether someone has purchased a product or service from us or they've gone through a sales sequence, all roads lead here. Eventually, everyone drops into our general broadcast list. There aren't going through any sort of sales sequence. We don't have any sort of active promotions. We just have a bunch of emails that we've collected that we need to stay top of mind with, right? So this is where we are continually building goodwill and building a relationship with people who've joined our email list, irrespective of what they purchased in the past and irrespective of how they've actually joined our list. So we are going to continue to empathize with whatever their experiences are through stories of sharing our struggles and our triumphs. We are, of course, going to educate them on what they need to do to be successful. That's a huge part of the broadcast sequence. And of course, just make sure that we are that encouraging voice. So when it comes to what on earth do we write in these emails, this is probably going to be the most unstructured part of your entire sales process, if not your marketing, right? Because when it comes to like, what should our emails be about? The question is, well, what do you want it to be about, right? Because there's really, literally, unless you have a specific offer that you want to promote this week, there's no rules to what to actually talk about. Because the key to a great broadcast or newsletter is honesty. Now, before you roll your eyes and go, oh, of course it's honesty. Why would I make stuff up? Just bear with me for a moment. We all see those social posts where everything's rose-colored glasses, right? Like nobody does a social post talking about all of the struggles they're dealing with. But when it comes to email, that's one of the few marketing mediums that we have where we can actually be straight up and talk about things that are really, really hard in whatever our journey looks like. And it allows us to take an advisor or kind of coaching role where we are sharing from our own experiences or we're sharing from our clients and students' experiences. And honestly, the emails that I've personally written that were based upon mistakes I've made in my agency, going from six figures to negative for quite a while, those types of stories really do resonate with people because let's face it, nobody else wants to admit that they went from 6 to negative, right? But when you're real in your emails and you say, hey, I made this mistake, or hey, this didn't work. Of course, share your wins as well. Definitely be like, hey, this campaign's crushing it. You should definitely try this for your own business, right? We are just sharing insights from our own journey and of course, sharing things from the content that we're making as well, or commentary on current news. Now, I realize as an overview of what we can do with this sequence, that's pretty nebulous, but really the sky is the limit with the newsletter. And that's part of what makes it so hard is because it really is just supposed to be like a page out of your journal. You just kind of sharing what's on your mind to help your ideal customers and help your email list as they journey down their own path to the results that they desire. And so those are the three cornerstone email sequences you need to transform your list into an income generating asset almost on autopilot. Of course, we still have to write the emails and make the actual offers that we promote. So thank you so much for watching. Sincerely hope you got some value out of this video. Make sure you check out that link in the description to our template pack to copy our top converting funnel pages, email campaign, and of course, a course framework to help you go from ideas to sales as quickly as possible. So hit that like button, subscribe for more marketing guides just like this one. And until the next, keep building the business you love.